Today I will teach you how to create perfectly flooded cookies with royal icing. It may seem tricky, but it's actually quite simple to flood cookies with royal icing, and I'm here to show you how. Welcome to my kitchen. Hi, I am Marina. In this channel I share my favorite recipes and tips to ensure they look as good as they taste, all from my home to yours. You will find links to all tools and other recipes mentioned in the description below. Let's get started. One of the important tools for flooding the cookies is your piping bag. There's several piping bags you can use, but I prefer thinner one, more flexible. I already have royal icing in my fridge, so I just need to put it in a bowl and mix it again and make sure the consistency is still good. I will also leave link below for the royal icing recipe that I usually use for my cookies. If you have a leftover royal icing, you can simply store it in the fridge up to 2 weeks in a Ziploc bag that you see in my hands right now, or you can put in the freezer in the same bag and store it up to 3 months. Don't forget, mark date on the bag with a black Sharpie that you can remember how old is your royal icing. We are going to make two consistency of the royal icing. One will be thick like this. We're going to use this for the borders. Here's how you transfer this royal icing into the piping bag. Get a tall glass and place your piping bag inside of the glass. Now simply transfer your royal icing into the piping bag. Make sure you don't overfill the cup. When you're done transferring royal icing into the piping bag, remove the bag from the cup and start gently pushing the royal icing into the front of the bag, removing the air pockets. When you're done, twist the end of the piping bag, just like that, and tie a knot. This will prevent your royal icing spilled from the back of the piping bag. If you're not ready to decorate your sugar cookies with the royal icing, you can store your royal icing in the fridge, just like that. Now we need a thinner royal icing we will use for flooding. Again, I had some already in the fridge. I'm just going to transfer in a glass mixing bowl and give it a whisk. Just make sure there's no lumps formed. This royal icing came out much thinner than it's need to be. I would recommend you make a little bit thicker. You can see it's too runny. To thicken your royal icing, you should add 1 tablespoon of confection sugar at that time, till time when you reach right consistency. Repeat the process of transferring royal icing into the piping bag. Since this royal icing we will going to use for flooding, the piping bag need to hold more royal icing than for the previous bag. When cup is full, lift your piping bag a little bit higher to create more space for more icing. And again, just twist your end of the piping bag and tie a knot to keep your royal icing in the bag. If you just baked your cookies, make sure cookies is completely cool before you start decorating them. For decorating cookies, you will need a few more tools. Needle modeling tool to help you spread the royal icing, and a small heat gun to help to form the crust on the cookies, so it won't cave. Another trick for decorating the cookies is time. You don't have to make everything in one day. You can bake the cookies and freeze them. They stay fresh for up to 3 months in the freezer. Hope you are loving the flavors so far. If so, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell. It is your ticket to more yummy adventures. Thanks for hanging out. Now let's dive back into the baking fun. Now let's move on to the fun part, flooding the cookies. Grab your thicker royal icing bag and cut a small piece from the tip of the bag. Holding the bag from the top, start squeezing royal icing on the edges of your cookie. When you need to push more royal icing to the front of the bag, simply twist your bag. Outline your cookie, first with a thick consistency of icing to create borders. This will act as a dam to hold the thinner flat icing. Allow the outline to slightly dry, then start flooding the interior areas. Grab your thinner consistency royal icing bag and cut a little bit more from the tip of the bag than you cut before. And start flooding the cookies, starting from the outside edge and moving inwards. Use a needle tool or toothpick to pop any air bubbles and adjust the icing to cover all the areas evenly. After you flooded the cookie, gently tap to help the icing settle into an even layer. The last step in flooding cookies, I like to dry with a small heat gun just to give it a top crust so the cookies won't cave on the middle. There are several ways how you can dry royal icing, but I found that let them dry, just simply sitting on the counter is the best way. It takes about 48 to 36 hours for royal icing completely harden. Thanks for watching. I am Arina, sharing my recipes journey through my lenses. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more delicious creations. Check out the full recipe on my blog, link in the description below. along with the links to all tools and ingredients used in this recipe. Happy baking!